What is up, guys? So I have story time for you today. So I was sitting at my computer. I was doing some work for helping JoJo with one of her classes, sending off an email. And my son, just as he's preparing for bed, he comes up to me and says, "Daddy, can I work in your business?" And I said yes. And then I asked him what did he want to do. He said, "I want to make a video." And then he literally walked over to my dresser where I have all my hats and grabbed this beauty. He wanted to match me because he wanted to work in the business. Tristan, what do you want to tell everybody? What do you want to say? Why did you want to start a video today? What do we do in our business?
Work as a team.
What does Daddy do in his business?
Because we are.
Well, I just wanted to share this moment with you because we all have the same 168 hours in a week. We have the same 24 hours in a day. And we can miss opportunities. As an entrepreneur, we often start early and end late. We work constantly. If there's a need, if there is something that our people need, then we take care of it. And so my people had a need today. My people had a need to work in my business. And so we did this video today. But what the story I want to share with this is, look at that cute little smile. He is so happy that he is helping me push my business forward. Oh, he's trying to give you a love sign. Yeah. Sign language for love. Yeah, there it is right there, Tristan. That's what we do. We help families love more, huh? But what I was saying with the 168 hours in a day, your children don't stay long. Your children don't stay young for long. So I need to challenge you to make sure that you don't miss an opportunity to build memories. I had no intentions of going live right now. I wasn't even working in the business, but my son had a desire to spend time with me. And he thought a way that he could spend time with me was working in the business. So we're going to do business things. We are going to make this video. We are going to share some value with you today about how you can make sure you don't miss an opportunity. And let me give you a story and then take this example too. So you have two examples when this video is over that you can take how you can personally build memories in your business. So the first story goes like this. 6 or 8 months ago, I was working. It was my cutoff is 5 o'clock. I usually stop working in the business at 5 o'clock, and then it's family time. We do dinner and everything, and that's the hard boundary that Jojo and I have established. That's works well for our schedule. That works well for the kids' schedule, and so this was a time where my son was still in virtual school. He was on his lunch break. I was busy working. He's 5 years old and he has some speech delay. So he came up to me. My bedroom door was open, and so when I work. My desk is in my bedroom, and when I work, I leave the door open so my kids can come in or whatever is necessary. If I'm doing a call or a podcast or something like that, then I will close the door, and they know that they need to knock and take a moment to before they come in. And so this particular day, my door was open, which is the sign that I am available to my children. And so my 5-year-old came in and he grabbed me by the hand and he said, "Daddy, will you play blocks with me?" And that was really cool. And I was busy. I was really doing something that was important. I nearly said no. And I'm so glad I didn't, because I would have regretted that for a very, very long time. And the reason that becomes important is because of the speech delays that he has. He says very clearly, "Daddy, will you play blocks with me?" That's not something that he normally would have said very clearly, very crystal clear. Something that I may not have even understood, but it was such a desire of his heart. He was slow. He was careful with his words, and he said very clearly, "Daddy, will you play blocks with me?" He grabbed me by the hand. We walked into his room, and I thought he was going to build blocks, and I was just going to sit there, but very much not what happened. He grabbed my hand. He dumped the box out on the floor. We sat on the floor. We built some castles together. We were seeing how tall we could build these castles. We were building these garages for our castles so his toy cars can go in. My other one, he's doing some selfie right now. Taking a picture, selfie, so we can post that on Instagram or something. But so my 5-year-old came into, as we were playing, we were building these cars. He really was having a great time. 20 minutes later, his needs were met. He had enough, and he went back to doing his school stuff, and everything was good. But he talked about that experience. Mommy, I played Legos with Daddy. He talked about that for several weeks in a row. And I know that that's something that's important to him. And so he remembered that I nearly missed an opportunity to share the love and memories with my children. I almost was working too much. I almost was a no-show dad at the moment when my son needed me most. He was having a moment that he had a need that he wanted met. I met his need intentionally. I very nearly missed an opportunity. I'm so grateful for this day, to this day, that I didn't miss that opportunity, because he would have felt rejected. He would have felt that his time wasn't important to me. So we have open communication with our kids, 3, 4, 4, 5, 8, and then with each other when we can spend time together. And we're very clear, like, if we can't do the thing right in the moment, we are very clear to say when that thing can happen. And so he wanted my availability. He wanted my attention. I was able to do it right then. And so for you, if your children ask, don't push them off. Do not push them off, because you'll miss an opportunity. If you push them off today, and you push them off tomorrow, and you push them off on the weekend, next week they're not coming to you. Next year they're not coming to you. Now they're going to the world for getting their problems solved. Now you have even bigger problems on your hands. You might have a child that has low self-esteem. You might have a child that feels like they're not important enough to you. They might, as they turn to the world, they might make choices that they wouldn't otherwise make if they knew they were loved at home. So do not miss this opportunity to build precious memories with your family. Remember this acronym TIME. Today, I matter especially. Why do you matter? You matter to your children because you're the husband, you're the father, you're the person that they need. You matter to your spouse. You matter to the people in your business, to your team. Today, I matter especially. Fill in the blank. Why do you matter today? Who do you especially matter to? Is it your spouse today? Is it your children? Is it your loved ones? Who do you matter today? So there's 2 acronyms for time that I want you to be aware of. The first one is today I matter especially. Especially who do you matter to? It could be someone that you met. It could be a friend. It could be a connection that you made today. It could be your children. It can be your spouse. So that's one acronym for time. Evaluate. Who do you matter to today, especially who's finding very valuable today. The other one that I want you to recognize and write down is together, intentional, meaningful, every day. If that's the approach you take with building relationships with your children, with your spouse, with your team members as an entrepreneur, with the customers that you serve, with the problems that you solve, today, intentional, meaningful. I'm mixing the 2 acronyms together. Together, intentional, meaningful, every day. That is how you manage your time in your home. That is how you show up as the best version of yourself for your children, for your spouse, is this acronym here. Together, intentional, meaningful, every day. That's an acronym for you and for your family. That's how you show up in the home. That's how you avoid missing opportunities. That's how you avoid living a life of regrets, by missing an opportunity to talk to your children. Because the more opportunities you miss, the less frequently they will happen. So the acronym for yourself is today I matter especially. That's how you think about time individually. How you think about time for your family is together, intentional, meaningful every day. Do something every day that is memorable, that is intentional, that brings you together with your family. And when I talk about do something every day together, it doesn't necessarily have to be with every single member of your family. Today, it could be hanging out with your sweet 5-year-old. Tomorrow, it could be several hours undivided attention with your spouse. It could be a daddy-daughter date with your daughters on Thursday. Every day, do something. The more you can isolate one-on-one with your children and really show them value your time and attention, that will matter. That will be something that they never forget. When they say, oh, my daddy was busy, he helps a lot of people, but he helped me the most. He took the time to love me. He took the time to listen to me. He took the time to show me how important I am. Because of my dad, I now have the confidence to know that I can accomplish great things. Because my dad believed in me, because my dad loved me, now I can share that love with the world. That is the attitude that your children will have when you value them. When you value your time enough to share it with your children, with your spouse, that is the impact that you have. My desire in everything that I do is to build stronger businesses. But I want to build stronger businesses by building stronger families, stronger marriages. And when your family is stronger, your business will naturally be stronger as well. I want everyone to have a bigger impact. I want your impact to spread far and wide, much farther and wider than it is now. I want your impact first to start in the home, then in your business, then in the community. And when God is first, your family is second, the business is third, and everything else in life after that. When that is your order of priorities, great things happen. Magical relations are formed. Memories are built. Legacies are created. Life is very fulfilling. Very, very enjoyable. Your needs will be met as you meet the needs of those around you.
Have a nice day.